do you feel like it's almost similar to the way Neymar was?
Nah, because Mbappe's his owner.
French.
Mbappe approves his holiday. I think it was when he was at Dortmund. It's when like a decision doesn't go his way. There's like a chance that Messi's 1,000th career game could be the World Cup final.
Yes, people, it's Kelvin here, and I'm here with Liam and Mo. You might have seen us before on Game of Fives, but we finally upgraded, and we've got our own full-length show.
I think we should say as well, like, we normally will have a guest on. Today, you just got us two.
I feel like it makes sense to have us three first, though, to be honest, because, you know, we're the original guys.
With a thread,
you know?
Yeah.
The Holy Trinity. That's what
two of us are always going to be here, so we might as well start with all three.
So how about we start with the first topic that I wanted to kind of take you through, and that was on Ronaldo. And the question I have for you guys is around players who have gone on for far too long and actually starting to get a bit uncomfortable now.
I mean, like, even to start with Ronaldo, like, it's sad to see his legacy, like, kind of ending like this. Of course, what's happening now is not going to damage everything he's done in the past.
Of course not.
I'm quite concerned that it's like he's looking at Chelsea. There's a lot of reports at Chelsea right now that Bowley just wants him.
Yeah, that just, I can see that happening as well. But like, even that, you know, they're walking down the tunnel early and all that stuff. He's obviously like tweeting now saying, I'm here like working harder than ever, blah, blah, blah. But like, I respect Ten Hag for just not playing him as well. Because if it was me, I would crumble. You know, the minute you're looking for a goal, I just bring him on.
Okay, go on, Ronaldo.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about one of the most exciting teams in Europe right now. I think we've all just as neutrals looked at this team and been like, wow, Napoli.
You know what? When I saw the game Napoli versus Liverpool, we got peppered,
100%.
And I was like, these have so many individual players and they work so well. They're looking like they're gonna, you know, push for Serie A.
We've done stuff at Coppa in the past with them as well, and like the scenes, if they actually finally do it, Naples will fall apart.
What's beautiful about their story is that there are a lot of star players coming through this season that nobody really talked about or knew about before, right?
There's one standout.
One standout.
Kavicha.
Yeah.
Really, really exciting player. Why don't you tell us a bit about him?
Kavara. His ability, because he literally came out of nowhere.
Yeah, you did it to me in the office. You said it's the little jig.
He dropped the shoulder and he sells someone to go shop, go and buy me a Snickers.
And he's buying me Snickers.
I mean,
and Snake.
he took Trent on a ride.
Yeah.
Right.
He's doing it to everyone.
That's the thing, because it's not just Liverpool.
Do you know what?
They're smoking.
And you think for a team like that, like losing a player like Koulibaly in the summer, right? There'll be loads of questions, you know. Do they have leaders? Can they replace that sort of quality? But it seems like the managers just let them go out there and express themselves.
Literally
that's the Ndombele thing, isn't it? Like obviously he couldn't get it right at Spurs. Obviously, like genuinely one of the most naturally like gifted players I've ever seen.
100%.
Like,
dribbling. 99.
And they've basically just said like, you don't need to defend.
Just do you.
Just do you. And that's what I love about the Kavicha as well, right? Is just no trim. Just straight business.
Literally you don't care who you are.
They've just given every player what they need.
That player, that type of player, that position is slowly dying out of football now,
100%.
isn't it?
Yeah. Berbatov's the obvious one when he was playing.
Yeah.
He'd just walk up the pitch in his own time.
You could never get a player like Berbatov now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And Ndombele is like...
Ozil, another one as well.
Ozil's a really
And Ndombele is like Tom Huddleston on crack. It's like the best way to
I'm still like, I'm not convinced on that one, man.
How we get there?
Jesus God,
but how do we get there? Because like Tom Huddleston didn't dribble. Like he was a good passer.
No, that's the crack part.
You know who else I really rate at?
Mike's not working.
You know who else I really rate at Napoli? There's Osimhen, of course, up front,
baller.
and then Anguissa as well.
Yeah,
I remember Anguissa when he was at Fulham. When they signed like 25 players when they first come to the Prem, and I was like, wait, this guy's actually really good.
Yeah.
But then when I saw him at Napoli, for one, I didn't know he went there. I was like, wait a second, why is
he's
this
like
guy
reborn, innit?
He's just like floating past players, and I'm like, yo.
Some players just aren't made for the Prem either.
That's the thing.
You just got to accept that.
Like, how much carnage would it be if Napoli were to win the league?
Again, it's a bit of a like Copper 90 thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But like people don't realise how much more they care and go mad for it. Like I genuinely believe that. Like you kind of got it with like at the top level is what I mean. So you kind of got it with like Liverpool in this country and like obviously in Scotland, Celtic and Rangers and that kind of thing. But like the city would shut down, and that's not even like 100%. Trying to be over dramatic or doing like my best Ellie Menjum impression.
I feel like it would be like scenes when like Maradona when he was at Napoli and he literally they had like pasta Was it pasta that they had like of his face?
Yeah, they have.
Literally, they had like his face on pasta. Literally, like of course, obviously Maradona's like.
He's a god in he's a god in Naples. If you walk around, he's on every mural, every street.
If Napoli bring like the Scudetto, to Naples, right off
pandemonium, everything.
Wait, what player do you think would be like
the
on
face
murals
of it
and stuff? Yeah,
and Ndombele. Just have to use a massive wall.
Could you imagine? But no, the game I'm waiting for that we all want is City versus Napoli in the Champions League. Ooh. Just could happen.
With City now, the only thing that they're really missing is like Champions League, isn't it?
100%.
They've got all the Infinity Stones apart from one.
And this Napoli is what's going to kill Pep this year.
You reckon?
He's going to got even more ball when they lose that game.
But let's move the conversation on a little bit to kind of the top 5 element. Actually, I wanted us to maybe go through our top 5 under 21 players.
Kvaratskhelia, he's
sorry.
Yeah. Kvaratskhelia, that's his name, bro. Like,
it is the toughest name in football.
You know, I'm trying to remember.
No, you've done well there.
He is under 21, which is obviously ridiculous. I would have to go Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Number one, yeah. Musiala, number 2.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, because, bro, have you not seen what he's doing at Bayern Munich, bro?
Yeah,
like,
anyone who just says, like, I don't want to play for England, let me get on my business over here.
Like, I feel like it's still a sin, one of the biggest sins that he didn't, like, get into that England midfield when you look at how light we are in midfield. Then it's Kvara. I think Ansu Fati gets in there, you know. He's
but
the thing is,
3 new Barcelona players, you've picked Ansu Fati.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Let me go back. Pedri.
Yeah.
And then Camavinga.
I agree with it all, apart from one. I would take out...
Don't tell me Musiala.
Go on.
And do you know what I'd throw in?
Who? Go on.
Bukayo Saka.
Nah. Go on. Okay, go on. Argue your point. No, do you know what? As an Arsenal player as well, that must have taken a lot.
Fan,
you know what I mean? That must have taken a lot.
Like, because he's at Arsenal, like, Arsenal fans are bad for hyping people up when they don't deserve it. But he actually is underrated.
The rest of the football community is now really realizing what the Arsenal fans have been saying for ages, right?
About Saka, yeah. But that's the thing. They're like the boy who cried wolf with young players. But this time they're actually crying wolf.
Do you feel like he's matured into his role as that kind of number one?
He just makes the right decision 9 times out of 10. He has the ball, and 7 of them are pretty boring decisions where it's just like clipping it inside to someone or going down the line, chopping it back, playing it back. But
obviously, Martinelli is 21.
Yeah.
But he's still classified under 21. I think.
He would, but he's not as good as Saka.
Is that sweet? Okay, cool.
No. I'm happy with your 5, but I would that's the only change I would make.
I'm thinking, like, can you throw in Adeyemi in there at Dortmund?
Adeyemi,
absolutely
to be fair,
balling out right now.
I feel like I need to see him more. I think he needs to be a little bit more visible.
When he start talking about Project Jude and Job.
Yeah. Literally, I don't know what kind of training that they received.
Program must have been mad.
How have they both had like near enough like the same, you know,
it's ridiculous.
Path
and trajectory?
Because Job is looking like he's about to go to Dortmund as well, kind of thing. Yeah. So it's like,
well, there's not how many brothers in the men's game or even sisters in the women's game both do as well as they do.
Fabio and Rafael.
I remember them totally.
There's the Boatengs, obviously.
The Boatengs, yeah.
They don't rate each other, do they?
No, they don't. And the family was very split.
Who else is there?
Phil Neville, Gary Neville.
Yeah, but
come on, we can do better.
We could do better than that.
Phil's riding on that.
The Ayus.
No, we could do a lot better than that. A lot better than that.
The Alucos.
Yeah. To be fair, in saying that, there have been some really, really good like sibling.
There's not many though.
But not many.
I heard that Liverpool won both of them.
I'll take Jude right now.
Yeah.
I'll take Job and then send him out on loan.
Oh, would you?
Okay.
Oh, that's good. He'll be buzzing with that.
Honestly, great take. No, but talking about freaks of nature, I think we can't start this first game of 5 without talking about Haaland and
pissing me off, man. I don't know if I can even say that. He's annoying me.
Of course you can, mate.
It's just fake. I'm numb to it now.
It's already boring. So it's basically gone. First few games, how many is he going to score? He's going to score 50 goals this season, blah, blah, blah. And now he's just slide tackling the ball into the net in the 6-yard box every week. And everyone's going, this is boring.
Yeah. In his first, 11, 12 games, 17 goals?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's unbelievable. But then also, like, the picture that paints it perfectly is that game against Brighton where Edison basically slices the ball across the pitch. He's run onto it. He's pushed the defender on the floor.
That's a foul, by the way.
I don't think it was a foul.
No, it wasn't a foul. He put his hands up and slid on the ground and he said, I've given up. But
Like-
you see, you have a mad theory that like your main man's gonna outscore him. Reveal yourself.
I need
Reveal yourself.
I need to hear about this.
Nah,
I
I'm
need
trying to think. how to
Reveal
word
yourself,
this.
man.
Because
I
I don't get it, how you think that.
History shows that Haaland will get injured at some point in the season.
Okay.
Okay.
And if Kane doesn't get injured,
Yeah.
which he
History
might,
shows that
history
Kane
again.
has also
so this is
got
all
injured in
these are all
past
season. He got injured, like,
variables.
last
This is
season,
all
no?
up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, every season. So my point was, I think I still think there is a golden boot race. Kane's like 7 goals behind him or whatever now.
Yeah, 7 goals behind him.
It's not. It's. I don't
Bro,
think it's outrageous.
I think it is outrageous.
Kane in
But the thing
October
is-
is 7 goals.
Because the thing
behind
is,
him.
yeah, even if Haaland was to get injured, history has shown when he comes back, he's still
Yeah.
Scores
The other funny
double
thing is he
goals.
has got that like 5 weeks off coming up.
You can also see that he hates the media and he plays.
His
up to
interviews
the
are
media.
the funniest.
They're
the
good,
funniest,
man.
innit?
They're good.
Because like there was that interview when they played Dortmund in the first leg.
Yeah.
And then the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
in the interview was like, so, playing against Dortmund, they know how to like lock you out of the game. He went, huh? He said, well, they didn't lock me out of the game because I scored. And then you just see John Stones on the side just laughing. And I was like, no one else would think to say that kind of thing. But he
Yeah.
just like, you know what, I'm going to say the first thing that comes to my
Nah,
mind.
I'm saying I'm bored of it because I'm salty as well. But I do like a superstar joining the Prem.
Yeah.
Like there's something about it. Like
When was the last time a superstar actually
Yeah,
chose that?
that's
this was my point. I think it's probably Pogba.
It's got
And
to
you
be.
people will laugh at that now because of like the way it
How it
turned
turned
out.
out,
Like
yeah.
when he did like
Oh,
Pogba,
do you know who it
Pogba back
is?
and all this.
Do you know what he
It's
is?
Lukaku, no?
It's Lukaku.
It's Lukaku.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
No,
it's actually Lukaku,
Lukaku's
yeah.
the same, if not bigger profile. move,
What? He won
No,
the
no,
Scudetto
no.
Y'all
with
don't know my
Inter Milan,
story,
right?
man.
He won the
I'm
Scudetto
coming
with
back
Inter
home,
Milan,
man.
Correct.
He
Helped them
won
win
the
the
league
Scudetto.
with Inter.
And they hadn't
Okay.
won it in almost a decade, no? Like
Okay.
He's
that,
got
he
the-
was the last. Then I would
Look
probably
what
have to
happened to
say.
him, man.
Then I'd probably have to say Pogba.
I guess like United have tried to do a few, like Di Maria, Falcao.
Yeah,
but he was just such a like
Falcao as
side
well.
man at like
Yeah.
Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
but he just
it
didn't like
count.
Manchester, innit? Was he like his wife said?
His wife said, "Get me straight."
No,
out
no,
of
it's
here."
just Manchester's but like the back
She
of a
said,
fridge.
she said, "This ain't the
You know
De
what
Gea
Michael Fridge looks
story."
like? Bare ice
She said,
cubes
"This
and-
ain't De Gea. Get me straight out of here."
Literally.
Yeah, they probably are.
Would you
the
say
main
Costa
ones.
was a superstar when he came?
Nah.
Nah,
Was
he proved himself once he came in. I guess moving us on to our next section. Now, obviously, we've got. This is crazy, man. I can't believe we put this in here. But Bobby Madley is coming back as a referee.
We'd just like to
officiate games.
clarify that none of us agree with the previous actions of Bobby
At all,
Madley.
by the way.
Also, we don't know what's true and what's not. There was a lot of rumours flying around. We don't know what's true and what's not.
Is
the
he
whole
even that good of a
situation.
referee? I don't.
Yeah, but mate, have you seen the standard at
Yeah.
the moment? I don't understand why we don't outsource refs. What's the reason? Premier League is the global league.
Yeah.
All the best players, or not all of them, like the majority of the best
Majority,
players
yeah.
are like foreign players, and it's like you look in the Champions League and stuff, and it's the English refs don't
They
take into
don't
World
really-
Cups.
yeah.
They're not the top
I
refs.
don't get
But
that.
my thing
Brings-
is,
I mean, like we have to watch like not anymore, but like last season, like John Moss, like so out of breath in the middle of the park, and you're like, come on, man.
But the thing is, it's the same thing though in Spain,
Yeah.
Italy, Wales, France. They all have referees from that
Yeah.
nation.
We got that.
officiating.
We got that Jared Gillett though. Is that his name? The guy, the guy who did the VAR thing, the Australian.
We
guy.
do. We do.
Ah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he refs in England, so you can do it.
Mm.
But pay him more. Like, who was it? It was like Saudi Arabia did it with Mark Clattenburg. He was good.
No,
And
Mark
then-
Clattenburg went to
Clattenburg,
follow the money, man. That
he's a
guy's
celebrity
getting
referee, bro.
beat up now,
And he got,
man.
is it the Euros or the World Cup on
He's
his
got
leg?
both.
Yeah.
He ref
Come
the
on,
final.
man.
Did he ref the final? I
Yeah,
think.
he did. He comes on. He talks as a presenter every now and then. Like he's just like
Yeah.
he's living life. Nah, man. But look, like
Outsourcing referees, I feel like that could be let me not say the future, but something that should
I reckon
definitely
it will
be
happen
It should be
inevitably.
looked into.
all right, here's
100%.
one for you lot. Like, what is the worst ever referee decision you've ever seen?
I've seen a series of bad refereeing decisions.
What, in one game?
Yeah, and that was obviously
Oh,
Chelsea
yeah.
versus Barcelona.
Yeah,
It's a disgrace.
it's a disgrace. That is my one. Like,
Yeah, literally, like I haven't seen a refereeing display as poor as that, or that I can remember anyway. It's a tough
The one that killed me was the Lampard
Yeah.
no goal at the World
Oh,
Cup in
yes.
2010.
Yeah, that's the reason why we have goal line technology.
Yeah, when it was like when the
Literally.
commentator was like, "Oh, it's in, surely it's in," and it was like,
There's one in Bundesliga, innit? The ghost goal.
"Yeah, that was a terrible decision."
Yeah.
One that rattled me, but it's quite funny looking back. Chelsea Spurs in the I think it was an FA Cup semi final. We ended up losing like 4 or 5-1 anyway.
Yeah.
and like there's a goal mouth scramble, whatever, and Mata like has a shot, and Asuakotu blocks it right, and it's about that far in front of the line.
I remember this.
But Mata just runs off celebrating, which is so clever. He just runs off going like that, and the ref's like,
it's a
I guess
goal
it's a goal
then.
then.
I'll take it. And do you know what? Like, well, we've all seen it.
The Henry one. Sorry to interrupt. The handball
Ireland.
against Ireland.
Oh yeah. A ref has a role to allow for the game to play, right?
Yes.
No more than that.
Nah,
It's
tell Mike
to
Dean that.
officiate the game. Mike Dean can get the hell out.
Mike Dean's a special case.
You can't have main character syndrome as a ref. And I feel like there are too many refs out there that want the story articles about them. Oh, this decision
They
I
will have
made.
the same mannerisms as well.
100%.
Go away. Go away.
It's when they get touched and they
Yeah, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I have
like,
the power
calm,
to
or
leave
get all
the
of
job
that
right
out.
now.
But then it riles people up, it riles players up, it riles managers up. And we all know that there's a group of managers that like get riled up quite quickly, right?
Yep.
Klopp is bad for this. I used to have a bit of an agenda against Klopp in the old office.
Look, I love Klopp.
Do you know what it is? It's like, obviously he's a really nice guy and like infectious personality and all that. When things start going a bit sour, mate, he really lashed out. Was it Des Kelly when he interviewed him and they had that big row when Liverpool weren't doing well the season before last? I think it was.
Yeah.
In press conferences, he can get really spiky and be a bit rude to people and stuff.
Yeah, that's snappy, isn't it?
Yeah, and the one people forget is I think it was when he was at Dortmund, is when like a decision doesn't go his way.
It's the teeth.
I was like, bro, like, literally, that's when he didn't have his teeth done as well.
Yeah, he got him whitened after
Yeah.
that. Yeah. He did.
Arteta's been...
Yeah, Arteta loses his head.
Yeah, he loses his
Conte's losing his head, but so am I. So I appreciate he's the only guy to be sent off in the Prem and the
Conte and
Champions League.
Tuchel, like they had that moment at the start of the season, obviously, where they both lost their heads.
That handshake thing was jokes.
Oh, that was so funny.
100%.
Talking about like, managers losing their cool and stuff. The Pauk owner.
Oh man,
I think it's Ivan Savidis, how you say his name.
got the strap out.
Yeah, on the pitch. What happened was, it was a derby against AEK Athens.
Yeah,
A goal gets Pauk score, but the goal gets disallowed for offside or something like that.
Minute.
Yeah, fuming.
Yeah.
And I think like he's already like tried to get on the pitch once in the game anyway. So then he runs on the pitch, runs up to the ref. We'll put the clip up. Holster there, pulls up the jumper. Like
Any man that has a gun in his holster just knows that guy, he's rolling around with
he got
whoever,
it out.
whatever.
He said to the whole stadium, "If you're on it, let's go."
But that's the thing. When he has so much power to actually just calm down onto the pitch, no one could say nothing to him.
Yeah.
And pull out a gun. That's ridiculous. Over a football match.
I wanted to bring us on to our last topic now. Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. Whew. Seen the last game they played, 7 goals. It was disrespectful, but
You know that they've scored PSG's last 18 Champions League goals.
MSN, this is it. This is MSN's final form. Just when we
You
thought
reckon?
it was switched off.
What
This is
do we
MSN's
call them?
final
Eminem.
M&M, yeah.
form. Love that
Eminem.
breed.
Messi, obviously, first season at PSG, looked like he needed some time to
Yeah,
adapt.
Poch got blood in his hands, man. I can't lie. I'll defend that man.
I didn't want to have to say it. I didn't wanna have
Messi
to say
look ass. And I'm
didn't
sure,
wanna
obviously,
say it.
Messi wasn't Messi either.
No.
Kind of thing. Watching him play, there was like, they created a stat for Messi because of how many times he hit the woodwork.
He had Barcelona on his mind in that time.
But
you know, he had to clear
this
his head.
season, the way they play is a joke. And it's very, very scary because
They've got those players behind them now, though, as well. Even like Renato Sanchez, people like that. They're like, obviously, Verratti's been doing it for ages, but they play the little 5 at the back as well, which gives those front 3 who are allergic
you
to
lot can
defending.
actually stay.
Yeah,
But
you can
in
go
saying
and
that,
play.
Neymar's been doing a lot more like, tracking back and working back to win the ball, kind of thing. Are they going to win the Champions League? It's a bit too, I don't know.
I'd like them to.
I would.
I know it's a bit like, it's funny. It's the same thing with City, right?
Yeah.
It's funny when it doesn't happen.
Do you feel like it's almost similar to the way Neymar was at Barcelona?
Oh, when he, nah, because Mbappe's his owner.
Mbappe has a,
I run the club.
Yeah, Mbappe knows his salary. Like,
I mean, the French-
Mbappe approves his holiday.
The French president said to Mbappe, it's like, it would be in your best interest to stay at PSG. And Mbappe went, okay. I don't think it's at the same level as when Neymar left Barcelona, wanted to be the main man somewhere else.
No, I understood that at the time as well. Because
Yeah.
you never thought what would happen to Barcelona happened to Barcelona. The clip of Mbappe where he's like walking when the ball doesn't get played to him on the counter attack.
That wasn't easy to watch because Mbappe, you know, as you said earlier, Project Mbappe, everyone was like, yo, this guy won the World Cup, scored in the final kind of thing. Massive part of that. When he broke into the scene 2017 against City, you know what I mean, Champions League.
Scored in the World Cup final as well.
It would be really romantic if they did do it like for Messi as well.
Yeah.
I think it's like he might have to like miss a couple games before they break up for the World Cup, but there's like a chance that Messi's 1,000th career game could be the World Cup final.
There's this
and did you know Portugal on the other side of the draw?
Are they?
Because you know the way the World Cup works is it's all sort of like predetermined. It's like they're on the opposite sides of the draw if they both top their group. Messi's 1,000th career game could be World Cup final against Ronaldo's Portugal.
But anyways, listen, it's been a great show, great first episode. It's actually been quite nice to speak for a lot longer.
It's been a conversation, man. I miss my boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
how long have we been speaking for?
Ages. I've been Kelvin. This has been Liam. This has been Mo. Welcome to the longer version of Game of Fives. We'll see you very soon.
It's very calm
Like,
voice.
he always does that, innit? Like, why do you always do that for?